What's up guys, this is Andrew at Diamond Graphics. This week we have a brand new 2023 Jeep Rubicon. It's coming in to get wrapped in this gloss fierce fuchsia, which is super cool. So far, we've taken apart quite a bit of the Jeep. It was actually a little bit more involved than we thought. We're doing pretty much just everything from the outside. We're gonna leave the hinges black, things like that. We're also gonna do a little bit of the roll bar they got up here. And we also took apart the dash to do some of the interior pieces. So this will be pretty cool when it's done. Definitely custom, definitely one of a kind. So for this G-Wagon, we're pretty much finishing up here with some of the last pieces. We did these fender flares in printed carbon fiber, which will look pretty good. We have the front and back bumper left, which are extremely difficult, so they'll take a little bit of time. Then we're gonna coat the whole thing, and it should be pretty much ready to go. So this week, we have a couple cool projects. We have this Camaro ZL1. It's getting wrapped fully in satin black. We have the wheels powder coated, new badges, ceramic coating. This one's also getting the door jambs and behind the doors. So that was a pretty intensive project. This G-Wagon's just about done. We're just finishing the back bumper. We're gonna put it all together, ceramic coat it. Then we have this brand new 2023 Jeep Rubicon. It's getting fully wrapped in fierce fuchsia. Fierce Fusion Purple. And so that one will be cool. This one's actually a little bit harder than we anticipated. It's kind of cool having the G-Wagon and the Jeep side by side because they're kind of similar in many ways. So it's just kind of cool to take them apart right next to each other and kind of see the differences. So we got Josiah's car over here. He wrapped this in absolute matte purple amethyst in KPMF like a year ago. and then he's doing deep matte black on the front. So he's not actually unwrapping the purple, just making it more of a two-tone and cutting it down the middle, so that actually is pretty cool. Normally when we do matte black wraps, we use Avery Dennison matte black, but Josiah wanted to try 3M's deep matte black. So you can kind of tell the difference. The deep matte black almost looks, it's like in between a matte and a satin, kind of. But it definitely, the normal matte black looks gray. The deep matte black looks a little bit more of a richer black. So that's cool to kind of see them side by side. All right, so we're working on this Jeep Rubicon. Jeeps are actually pretty complicated. You can see this one little area alone. We did not remove the back bumper. So we've put inlay here, and then this piece has to stretch all the way here while tucking under this, going around these hinges and then continuing this way. So you can see this piece is super involved even though it's really only a small piece of film. We did it over here already and it turned out really good. We let it sit for a day just to make sure none of these areas are popping up. But if you do this incorrectly, this can be kind of a headache. So we got Mitch's car here. He's a super good friend of ours. He just got back from Crown Rally, so we just removed his rally stickers. This BMW is super cool. It's got a ton of carbon fiber accents, a ton of performance mods, nice wheels, super cool wings, so we want to show you that. What's up guys? So we wrapped this Range Rover Velar about a year or two ago. The bottom half is done in 3M liquid copper. The top half is done in just a gloss black. This car used to be red. The customer just had a little bit of damage on the doors, so we went ahead and just replaced the two doors, but this car is super cool, super custom. And actually we did the entire door jambs of this car as well. So, super unique project. This car gets a lot of looks, so check it out. What's up, guys? So we're finishing working on the ZL1. This one's a little bit more involved than our normal wraps because we're actually doing the door jambs here and the back of the doors. So we have Q over here doing the door jambs, and the door jambs need to be done in a couple different sections just so they hold up over time. Josiah is working on the front bumper over here. We're doing 2 or 3 inlays in this mouth area, and then we'll probably do an inlay here. And then we'll full coverage on the bumper. This Jeep, we just did the hood yesterday, or 2 days ago. We're just letting it set up, letting the corners set up before we trim it. We have to do the fender flares in carbon fiber. We had the grill got done, so that looks pretty good. It's reassembled, it's just getting ready to put back on. Some smaller areas on this car that are super hard are the mirrors. So the mirrors for the ZL1 are actually super complicated. If you can take a look at this, they have a recessed area here. There's not really good body lines to break. They go all the way back here. So this mirror is actually 10 separate pieces. So it took about, I don't know, an hour and a half to put all this together just for a single mirror. So that's pretty complicated. We also have the wing, which this will also be pretty complicated. Not quite sure how we're gonna attack that yet. And then we just finished up the back door of the Jeep, put all the hardware back on, so we're ready to put this back on the actual car. All right, so we're getting pretty close to finishing this Jeep here. We're laying carbon fiber on the fender flares. We're gonna be wrapping these roll bars in the same fuchsia color, just so when they ride with their doors off, it all matches, looks pretty cool. We were able to get all the interior pieces done, which is a nice touch as well. These were a little bit more tricky because we had to take most of the dash out, which we didn't realize, but pretty cool end result. This ZL1 is finishing up here. We're actually doing the complete door jambs and the back of the doors, but without taking the doors off. This one's like 90% done. Some final touches. It should be pretty rock and roll Monday. This next one just dropped off. This is a Porsche Boxster 719. This one's being wrapped in satin purple by Avery Dennison. So this will be a full color change. And then we also have another full color change. This is an Escalade, Cadillac Escalade that just got dropped off. And it's gonna be wrapped in a color flip color, which would be super cool as well. So all these projects are pretty cool. We'll do an in-depth video on each one just because they're all pretty unique. We'll keep you in the loop for them. Absolute Matte Royal Amethyst. Amethyst? Amethyst is like a rock, like a purple rock. You got that, so you can just cut that in when I screw it up.